everybody, it's me Megs, and guess what I'm doing today? I am finally doing a tutorial on how to get blonde hair for us chocolate sisters. So, the hair that I'm going to use is this absolutely gorgeous hair from her hair company. This is the Brazilian Body Wave. I have a closure here, which is this hair feels amazing. The natural luster, the natural state of this hair is absolutely amazing. I almost didn't want to bleach this hair because it just would have been perfect and beautiful on its own, exactly how it is right here. But I have two 18 inches and two 20 inches, and I'm just telling you guys, just look at this hair. Like, you don't even have to say anything. The hair feels absolutely amazing, and this is what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of inspecting the hair just to look at, if there's any split ends, if the hair feels rough in any areas, and just basically to make sure that this hair can withstand some heavy-duty bleach. And I'm pretty sure it will because this hair is nice and healthy. It's full, and I absolutely just love the way this hair feels. So I could have left it alone, but I wanted to bleach it. So the things that you'll need is some aluminum foil, okay? And you're going to need a couple pieces of that, just to prep for your bleaching experience. So I'm going to lay a bundle right here. Look how beautiful it is. It's so naturally dark too. So I'm going to brush out the bundle. I'm using a dimming brush, and you just want to make sure there isn't any tangles. This hair doesn't tangle. I didn't experience any shedding either, even as I'm brushing it out right here. And also, I wanted to add, I'm about to bleach this hair. I did not wash it first, so I want to bleach it first. So I'm using the Salon Prism lights, and this is the blue powder. And then I'm going to use a Loreal 30 Creme developer. So like I said before, I want to bleach the hair first and then wash it later. So I'm using a brush, a coloring brush, and a bowl, and I'm going to use these Ardel red color correctors. And you need a whisk so you can, mix up your concoction like that. And of course, you're going to need gloves because bleach definitely will burn your skin off, so you don't want that. And you're going to need a rat tooth comb or something kind of small. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the powder right here, and I'm going to put about 2 scoops. I think 1 full scoop right there, and then the next scoop is kind of like a half a scoop. I don't have specific measurements. I just kind of eyed it. So I also want to let you guys know I'm not a professional by any means, okay? So now I'm going to pour the 30 volume in here, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it. The consistency of this kind of should be soupy, and you just kind of look at it, watch it, stir it up, and add more developer just to get it to the consistency, say it Megan, consistency that you like. So now I'm putting the red color corrector drops in there like that, and this just helps with brassiness and things like that. And I'm gonna whip it on up like we cooking like that. So obviously the powder is blue, and I'm gonna add more developer just to get it to the consistency that it needs to be for easy bleaching. So I'm gonna add some more put some more in here like that, and stir, stir it up, stir, and some more stirring. Okay, so you can see it's kind of soupy. But make sure you don't go crazy with the stirring. You don't want to splash this or do anything crazy because it will burn your skin. So just be careful, okay? Okay. So now we're going to take this gorgeous bundle. Again, this is by her hair company. And all information about this hair will be in the description below too. So I brushed it out and I laid it flat against my aluminum foil. And I have it slightly off of the aluminum foil because we're not going to take this ombre all the way up. So this is the first step to get blonde hair. I split the bundle in half because I want to make sure that I get the bleach thoroughly up and through that bundle. So I split it in half, and I'm taking the bleach and starting at the bottom first. I know you can't see this part, so my mistake. I really apologize that you can't see this part. My arm's in the way. But you start at the bottom up to get your perfect ombre and then work your way up. You also want to pay attention to how much pressure you're putting on this hair. You want to make sure you do even strokes down because you don't want blotchy areas on your hair. So for this ombre, then I turn the brush vertical, so you won't have that harsh line. You want kind of a fading effect with your ombre. This all depends on how high you want your ombre. I kind of want some black peeping through because of my skin complexion. I want a little black at the roots. So I'm using this kind of technique to get that really nice subtle gradient from the top of the bundle, and then it gets brighter towards the bottom. So you just kind of make sure that you have all the areas that you want to make sure the bleach is, like that. So I'm just kind of, making sure that I hit all those areas in the hair. Again, the bundle is split, so I'm going to work on my next section right now and then work there. So again, start at the bottom, like that. And you want to make sure you have quite a bit of product on your brush when you're applying it to the hair. And I did use a 30 volume. This is slightly brighter than my other color I did. I wanted something slightly brighter, so the higher the volume, the brighter your hair is going to be, and, well, should I say, the faster the process too. So, yeah, just apply that, and you're going to do the same exact technique for all the bundles and the closure that we're going to do in a minute. So you're just going to do that, and again, make sure that you don't have that harsh line from your for your ombre. The gradient must be nice and seamless. So you can actually do this. You don't, have to keep the hair this bleach blonde color. You can do this technique and, put color on top, whatever you want to do. So I'm making sure that the strokes on the hair are nice and even. There isn't any blotchy areas. Just making sure it's nice and even, like that. And I'm going to turn it over and pretty much just make sure that I hit the back areas, making sure that all the bleach is applied to the bundle. And I'm going to kind of like, split the hair up and, look all up and through there just to make sure the hair is evenly, has some bleach on all the parts and stuff. So as you can see, just continue to, place your bleach. And again, on the back side, turn your brush that way so you won't have that harsh line. That is so ugly to me, having that harsh line. So turn your brush this way. What happened to my voice? So now I'm just going to take my rat tooth comb, which is a fine tooth comb, and I'm just going to comb through the bundle of hair, making sure that the bleach is, even, and it's all the way through the bundle. You don't want any blotchy areas, especially those ends too. So I'm just kind of like making sure that the bleach is all up and through there. All up and through there. Like that. So you just wiggle the hair around, make sure there's no like dark areas that you may have missed. And it's fairly easy, just like, oh, I missed the spot right there. Put some bleach on that part. And then we're pretty much done with this bundle. And then I'm going to wrap it up in some foil and let this sit and process for a little bit. I don't have a specific time that I let this process. I kind of just looked at it to see where the color was going as far as how much it was lifting. And I just kind of paid attention to see how much it was lifting. And then I just rinsed it out when I felt like it was bright enough. So roughly I would say like 20 to 30 minutes I let that bleach sit just so it can get nice and, processed. So I'm going to continue to do the same exact process for all the other bundles. So now the closure, which is one of the most important parts, because this is what people are going to see on your wig or your sew-in, okay? So I'm going to split this in half. This is the closure, and this hair feels so good. Like, I did not want to bleach it, but I did. So I'm going to split the closure in half. And we're going to do pretty much the same technique that we did with the bundle. So I'm going to mix up my bleach, make sure it's nice and soupy. And I'm going to take my brush and start from the bottom. And the reason why I start from the bottom is because if you start from the top, it's going to be brighter in the middle of the ombre versus from the bottom. And that's not the look that we're going for, you know. So I start at the bottom and work my way up to get the perfect ombre. So again, saturate the hair with that bleach. And with the closure, you can go up as high as you want to. I'm going to go up quite high, but not too high. I want a lot of black exposed at the root area just because I feel like that'll look a little more natural, even though this hair is going to be blonde, but you don't want it to look like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You just don't want it to look a certain kind of way. So again, see that harsh line? We're going to get rid of that, and I'm going to turn my brush to an angle and just kind of brush in the bleach so it has a nice kind of gradient look. You don't want that hard line. So you're going to do that. And again, I'm not taking it up too high. I'm just taking it up to where I feel fit, you know. If it's your personal wig or unit, you can take it up as high as you want or take it as low as you want. Because the reason why I'm taking it up this high, because after this, I'm going to balayage, and that's going to be in part 2 of this video. So I'm like really like making sure that my gradient is right. And again, I'm going to comb through, making sure that the bleach is distributed all up and through there. All up and through. I feel like I sound like Suge Knight. All in the videos. He's talking about Diddy. Come to death row. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side that I did before. So basically ombre and then comb through, making sure that the bleach is all up and through there. And I'm going to flip the closure over and bleach, just put some bleach on the underside of the closure. I'm not going to really make sure that the ombre is too, you know, precise on this side. But, you know, just make sure that I have bleach on this side just in case, like, when if the wind blows, then you have, like, blotchy looking areas on the back. So that is pretty much done, and I'm going to set this in my aluminum foil and let that process also. So it's going to turn out really pretty. And just make sure you wrap that up like that and let it bake. It's like we're cooking. And that's that. So just kind of let that sit and process. And then again, I'm going to go and check in on my hair. And as you can see, it's starting to lift. And this hair lifts absolutely amazing. I had no troubles with lifting the hair. Even after it was bleached, it still felt absolutely amazing. So I am going to rinse this out after I let it process to the lift that I want it to and the brightness that I want it to. So I let that sit, and then I'm going to wash it and deep condition in the hair, and this is how it looks. I use the 30 volume, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I have kind of like a honey caramel look right now. I didn't want it too bright, so this hair still feels amazing. I want this color to be kind of like my base, and then I'm going to go in for my balayage. So this is the first step to the Chocolate Girl Blondes, and this hair is absolutely amazing. I am so happy with this hair. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask me, and stay tuned for part 2.